me, but it's like, bro, I shouldn't.
This how you go into the
No, Lee, you can't just halfway go into it. Tell us what you're talking about, Lee.
That's that YSL shit, right? Now we're on the This Is Real pop culture. This is what we're talking about.
Hold up, Mike done did it again? This is the real spin. This is the real deal. All of that capping inside of your rapping, yeah, we do not even appeal. We talking about real feels, but you gon' be missing your meals. So ahead and sit back and relax and go ahead and no capping, that's real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, through technical difficulties, let me get my words out. Through the devil fighting against me, through leave, through cot, through all this other terms and stuff. I've been on vacation, through all that stuff, through all the adversity. We gonna show resilience like real black men do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is episode 17, I believe. I believe.
Was the technical difficulty one the other one?
We lost a good episode. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to my boy Eric. We lost a good episode. This motherfucking machine was fucking up, and by the grace of God, this shit gonna work today. I'm claiming it though. But without further ado, this is episode 17 of The Real Spill. I want to thank everyone that tunes in, comments, follows on TikTok, Instagram, anything, any of the supporters. I appreciate it. And you know who I appreciate even more than the supporters? My dogs that come through for me, and you know what I'm saying, on short notice or on an hours to 2 hours time notice, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And I'm not going to steal their thunder. I'm going to pass it off to them so they can introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Hey, so
the boy is back.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, _Bam_Bino with 2 O's, of course. Yeah. Go ahead, do your thing, Uzi.
Hey,
celebrity,
man.
you know.
We are back at it like crack addicts once again. Hey, man, you know it's me. It's Uzi. Portrait by Uzi on Instagram. Uzi the photographer on Instagram. Uzi shot it on TikTok. Best photographer in Japan. If you know, you know. If you don't, now you
find out.
You're going to find out. Move like that.
Yes, sir. And I forgot, if this is your first episode, tune in. This your boy Jay Harris, a.k.a. Mr. BCC. Yeah, I'm the host with the most, you know what I'm saying? This is The Real Spill. Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to jump right into it. First and foremost, man, Lee, how you doing, bro?
I'm straight, bro.
How you doing? Listen, you ain't been on since episode 10, Westman Takeover, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I seen the new video. If you haven't already, make sure you check that out.
Face it, pouring that drink up, nigga, no chasing. Different bitches, different places. She gon' pop it, she gon' shake it. Face it, pouring that drink up, nigga, no chasing. You can see y'all in my sweat. Got that sauce, little bitch, I'm wavy. Face it.
What's the name of the song?
Face it.
Face it. Yeah. Dope ass video. Gotta check that out. For Showski. Uzi, how you doing, brother?
Hey, man, you know me, I'm doing good. Hey, I'm blowing up photography, photos everywhere. Behind the scenes videos that most of the time they're coming from him. I'm going on a bunch of covers. I'm trying to get everywhere.
Yes, sir. That's good. So y'all boys ready to pod today?
Yeah,
All right. So look, boom. I ain't gonna lie. So throughout this hiatus, you know, these topics have been coming to me and all this stuff. So one of the things that you know that's new in my life is I'm currently in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that deserves some claps right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I done hung up the jersey. So with that being said, you know, that takes on a lot of different changes for someone who's been single for a long time. Right. And one of the things that I've seen flourishing is the exact opposite that my OGs, my peers have told me would be flourishing, which is my finances. Yeah. You know, shout out to finances. Yeah. Shout out to the finances. We need that.
Go where the money goes.
So since I've been in a relationship, I've been on a saving tip. Yeah. And I still feel like I, you know, do my job, due diligence to make sure she's taken care of too. Yeah. And make sure I'm not missing no meals and nothing like that. So I'm here to debunk the myth that it's the opposite of cheaper to keeper. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm here to debunk that I actually save more money and I'm better with money when I have one female in my life rather than when I was single, just taking care of myself. What say y'all? I don't care who go first.
So honestly, bro, I agree with you, dog, because I feel like your focus is just Yeah, I feel like your focus is different. Like when you got your lady, your main lady, it's like some of the shit that you like was doing, you don't really got to do no more. It's like I say, like when you go out, it's like when you going out, like you want to turn up, have a good time.
Yes, sir.
But at the end of the day, it's like you more tempted to like go out because you like, hey, well, shit, I'm trying to see what the bitch is sitting on. I'm trying to see what that's sitting on. So it's like, so you ain't really got no reason to like do extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like another thing is like when you with the right one, like I mean, if she's solid, she finna kind of like make you want to save shit. She finna make you want to think about what's next. So you're not thinking about like, oh, like the next turn up. You thinking about the next like money move, you know? So a lot of times, like, I mean, if you were a real one, you know, I mean, she finna like how you on your shit, and it's gonna kind of motivate you to want to like really be on your grown man shit and taking care of her. And if she ain't running your pockets, you know what I'm saying, for real, like then you honestly like I feel like I don't know. Maybe if you dealing with a shawty that's trying to run your pockets, you know, she might like expect more things from you or whatever. But I mean, I think that's just the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
Because the right one, like all she want is your time. You know, like all she want is, you know, like you to take care of her and be there for her, but not necessarily like doing the most. You know, like so. I mean, I agree with you, bro.
For sure. All right, that's all right, Uzi. What you got? You got a look on your face.
These niggas have lied. They lied. For me, personally, my money be flying out of my fucking pocket when I got my shorty with me.
Wait.
My money be gone. And maybe just for me, I don't know who's gonna agree. I know y'all don't. But for me personally, when I don't have my shorty with me or very, very single, I don't be doing shit. My money be going nowhere. Cause you know, y'all know me, I'm not a super fashion nigga. I don't wear the same shit every day. I don't really care about going out to the clubs. You know, I don't drink. You know, I don't do any of that other stuff. I'm only focused on going to work, taking pictures, and that's it. And even before I was taking pictures, I stay at home, be on the game, hoop, whatever, and I'm not really spending no money. But I get a girl, shawty with me, and like I've said in previous episodes, I'm the provider. I'm always buying stuff.
Right.
She want to do something, hey, I'm paying for it. What we eating, I'm paying for me and her.
Boy.
You know, anything that we do, it's on my dime. It's just her time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just spending.
Swipe.
Which, of course, to fit into your finances, which is perfectly fine. I know I can spend that money. But vice versa, when I don't have my partner knowing, I'm good. My money stacks when I'm by myself.
Right.
Which I don't think, like I said, which is not a problem, but I think, I don't know, I be having more money when I don't.
So, no, I hear you. And I feel like it goes into a personality thing because when I'm single and I'm outside and so you said, like you're not spending your money on clothes and stuff. I feel like it's a like peacocking. You know what that is? Where peacocks in the water, they show their feathers to recruit a mate, to attract a mate. Yeah. So like when I'm single, boom, I'm finna make sure I'm fly. Not to say that I'm like when I'm in a relationship that I'm not putting that shit on. No, we ain't saying that. Right. But it's like I'm not going out as much. Yeah. And then when you're not going out as much, you're not spending much money on alcohol, or which you don't drink. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you when you're single, you're spending money, or you might need a hotel. You might need to, you know what I'm saying? Need to pay for a date here, or pay for a date here, rather than dating one woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like it's a trade off rather than just.
I feel like it's just more for me. It's just more manageable because for the most part, I'm good at saving. But like when I ain't got like a shawty that's like mine, it's like if like I want to take like somebody out, or if I want to do whatever, it's just like I'm just more inclined to spend like random money.
Yes.
Rather than like when you got your shawty, it's like you can kind of anticipate, like we might go out for this, or you might go out for that.
And that's the thing when you're doing the dating thing, it's random.
When
you with your shawty, it's consistent money. You're consistently.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
You make a good point.
Which I'm saying which is not a bad thing, right?
But you saying it's consistent, but it's like, is it really though? Because it's like
it is.
Like so, but you got to think. You can tell your shawty, hey, look, we're not going out, or you can say, hey, like I want to save money. But when you
Right.
so I feel like it's more manageable. But like when you like outside, like you might not even have anticipated like, damn, we finna turn up this weekend.
Right. And then now we going to the after party. Now,
You know what I'm saying?
now I done
Right.
met these girls here. Now we going here, and then it's like, dang.
Like-
Now I met. Okay, say if you go out one night, right? Boom.
Yeah.
You go out one night, you might get 3 Instagrams, 3 numbers that night. Boom. You interested in all 3 of them? You don't know which one gonna play out. That's 3 first dates.
Well, I think it's just random. I think it's just random outbursts of money because it's not.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, my personality for me,
Yeah.
I'm not just out like you said. I'm not in the club
Right.
with you. I'm more in the club when I'm with my girl because you know who's paying for her drinks when no random people is me.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Yeah.
Uzi, can I have some money to go out? Here, baby. Here's $100.
I mean, but like I said,
type
but
shit.
I feel like for like I mean, like I said, I feel we did disagree because I feel like it's a little more manageable. It's more manageable to say,
And I'm not
like,
saying it's not more manageable because
Yeah,
there's been
that's
times in previous relationships where, like I said, it's just me and her. Cool.
Yeah.
We've sat down and focused like, oh, we need to save money. We need to do this.
Yeah.
That. When we're agreeing on something or we're coming to a consensus for a goal, then yes, I'm very save money. Me and my shawty were on the same type of timing. But if we're not on that type of timing, like, oh, we need to save, we'll do whatever. Hey, let's go do stuff. Hey, let's
Right,
go on this
yeah.
trip. Hey, let's go here. Let's do this. Do this.
Yeah.
When I'm by myself, I'm not going to go do this.
Yeah.
I don't need to go do this.
Yeah, I feel it.
Now I just be when it's like I said, when it's just me, I be stacking. I'm very focused on this right here, and I'm just gonna stack. Oh man, Uzi, when the last time you went out to do something? They ain't pay me to go down there, so why I need to go down there? When's the last time you ate out? I'm good. I can just go grab something real quick, and it didn't cost me that much, and then my money just stays like this.
Yeah, I just like when I'm single compared to focusing on my woman, spoiling her. This might sound crazy, but I feel like, well, at least just for me, spoiling her is cheaper than trying to date multiple people.
Hell yeah.
Like
and
making
I
sure
feel like it
the
is- I feel like
needs,
it
her
is.
needs and wants are met is just, to me, is financially, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It is just easier financially on me than to be dating, going out every weekend and being outside and trying to find someone.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I'm saying?
and I feel like we all said, it's more of like just like a personality.
Yep, for sure.
If
That's
you're
what it boils
if
down
you're-
to.
If you're that type of nigga who, when it's just you and you want to go out and you want to, not to say be seen, but
Right.
that's just your personality. You like being out. You like popping bottles. You like doing all this other stuff. You know, of
You're gonna
course
spend.
You're gonna spend. You're
You're gonna
going to
spend.
spend money. You can't go pop bottles and go bullshit and not
For
wanna
free.
Spend, for free. You're
You
not
can't
a
do
woman.
it.
That's not,
This isn't a dream.
This,
This
Nah,
is-
for
this is
real.
reality. It's not a
This is
music video.
reality.
This is reality.
This is reality.
I'm just the type where I'm pretty like random and spontaneous. So like I don't mind just like doing whatever till I have a good time.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I can be a homebody and just like not, you know what I'm saying, like go out and do nothing and chill. But like it's just that whenever I got a lady, you know what I'm saying, like it's just a little bit simpler for me. So shit just like mad chill. It's like I don't really be dating shawties that try to run my pocket. So
Facts.
it's like,
Yeah, right.
it's like I mean like if I'm spending X amount of money, like, I'll try to pay a bill or something. I'm really
Right.
trying to get on my shit. Where it's like I'm paying rent. So it's like I'm
sure.
doing all that.
But like,
you
but
know,
like
it's
even like you said, if you have when it's that right shot, she know that we're doing this to
We're building.
we're building that
Yeah.
shit. But you know, if you're in the early stages, you know you haven't made the establishment, or you not to know this is the one that you think
Yeah.
you know is your forever type
Yeah.
shit. Then you know, hey, you're spending money out your pocket type shit. But
Yeah,
like
I just feel like I have more of a reason to like actually save.
Save it,
Like when
right.
I got my shot,
Right.
I got more of a reason.
You got
to,
goals
like,
for more
to always
yeah.
have me a little nest egg. Cause it's like I want to just make sure that like I got her. But if I ain't really got nobody, I'll be like I don't give it. If I ain't eating,
Right.
Or if whatever,
I'm finna have a good time.
if I blew all my shit for the month and I'm just starving,
Ramen noodles. Eat
But,
some-
but when I got a shawty, I'm just make sure that I'm always on my shit because
Facts.
I'm gonna make sure I'm taking care of her. So that's kind of for me, like, is that kind of just keep me on my shit. So it's like I don't really have a reason to really be on my shit because I'm a grind. So it's like if I'm struggling, I'm gonna struggle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I can go through the struggle when it's just me.
Yeah,
But
I
when
can't
I got
struggle.
the woman that I love in
Nah,
here,
I can't
we
do
not
that,
gonna
bro.
have her struggling. We
Hell
not.
no.
No.
well, I don't want to struggle regardless.
Right. You
Yeah,
feel me?
right.
No, I feel you. No, I
Yeah.
feel you.
That's
But
just
like
more
if it
motivation
comes,
for me.
if it come to it,
yeah.
so what if I eat? I like ramen noodles.
Right.
You feel me?
I
Like
don't
I don't care.
You're in Japan, ramen's really
You
cheap
feel,
out here.
right? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but I don't want her to be forced to eat ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Like if something ever go down, I'm trying to be on my shit where if something go down, like you my lady, especially like if like maybe like you know like she got her own shit and all that. But I'm trying to be to the point where like if you ever need anything, I got you.
I got you.
Some shit go crazy, but here 500, here this, here that. You straight,
That's
you taking
like,
care of.
like I said, that's the type of nigga. I'm
Like,
like, provider.
yeah, for real.
Like she never. you with me, you don't buy shit.
Yeah,
you might buy. We got McDonald's and you.
Perfect segue.
Hey, I forgot my wallet. Can you?
Yeah,
you got
nah,
me?
for real. Nah, G shit.
Listen, that's the perfect segue right there. I'm gonna tell you one thing about me is like the type of nigga I am, and I feel like y'all might agree with this. Is it makes me want to do more when you don't ask.
Oh, yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah. It's just like if you fuck with a nigga like me with my mindset, it's like the fact that you haven't asked me or haven't tried to run my pockets, and I see you taking care of business and you being loyal, you doing this stuff. It's nothing like paying for this, paying for that. It's nothing to me. It makes me want to do that and make sure you're taken care of.
I'm like 60-40 on it because this just a saying, from my mama, rest her soul. Closed mouths don't get fed, so don't go hungry around me. Type shit.
I mean, yeah, of course, of course.
If I don't know, you don't ask, then how am I supposed to know?
Well, I ain't talking about needs. I'm more talking about like wants. So say like for instance, boom. All right.
Are you talking about spoiling or like gifts or whatever?
Yeah, like gifts and stuff. Like know, a girl, I don't care what you say, whatever your love language is, you want some fucking gifts.
Yeah.
Everybody like a surprise gift.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, the fact that you like ain't saying, I want a new iPod or whatever. Like
I want a bag.
I want a bag, or I want this.
Yeah.
So for that,
it's the little things.
It's the little things.
I'll ask, or I'll hope you ask when it's like for holidays and stuff, like for Christmas or
give me an idea.
I just want an idea.
Yeah.
But like if you asking all the time type shit, like
that's what I'm saying.
It's Tuesday in April. Like, what
what the fuck going on Tuesday in April? What going on Tuesday in April?
And something I really can't stand is like shawties that don't really like have their own like.
Ooh,
like,
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, like they don't really have their own way of like going about their relationship. They kind of just like follow what everybody else doing, so they be on ground
keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, and it's like she be like, "Oh, well, such a." I'm like, "Well, he's a scammer. So, he's a scammer, shawty. So, or
he's gonna be locked up in 2 years."
Like, it's like, but I don't move like that. And
right.
Nowadays, like some shawties really be like looking at Instagram and looking at social media and like they just want to be cuffed up, so that way they can this imaginary group of girls hating on them. They can be like, "Yeah, I'm shitting on the bitch." Ain't nobody even really worried about you.
Nobody is stuck on you.
No one's worried about you. Like,
you know who's worried about you? Me.
Right.
I'm worried about
It's imaginary haters. A lot of people build up imaginary haters that
like
don't exist.
Nobody's
it's like
it's not that deep.
I'm just
never
saying,
been
like,
that deep.
When I tell you, bro, I love a homebody. Oh, I love a homebody. She ain't got to be outside. She ain't got to be seen. And but what's crazy, bro? The true baddies be the homebodies, bro. They sitting in the living room.
I know. Sometimes I like my shawty to be.
No, I'm talking about as far as like this how they move.
Balance.
It's like they rather be in the house. They don't got to be outside. You know the side I'm talking about. That legit is like.
I know.
Come on.
I know I'm finna get off topic, but I gotta introduce this because it's flowing right now. So I gotta say, have you heard the saying like? You ever heard a guy say, who you got that on for? Right? Yeah. And then the usual response to them, I'm wearing it for me.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Are you out of your mind?
I'm just gonna leave it there. What do y'all say?
That should be having me especially when you know you're not going, right? You know you're not going with your shawty. You see me so you already established your shawty told you, hey, I'm going out with the girls on Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't plan on going out. I don't got a shoot. I ain't got nothing. Yeah. We not going there. These niggas not going. I'm not going with you. Ain't no big deal. I'm chilling. I'm on the game, right? Or I'm just sitting there editing. Why you rolling out of the bedroom? Titties out, the skirt all the way up here. You got the lace looking good.
Oh, yeah.
Looking like scalp.
Laid.
I'm looking.
Laid.
Is that your real hair? I don't even know.
You don't know. You can't see it.
You looking good like a motherfucker. You always look good to me, but damn. And then I
Extra
look at
tonight.
Who you got that on for? Man, it's just for me to look
It's for me to look good.
Bullshit. Because as soon as you step in that motherfucker, niggas. Hey, bro, you seen Shawty right there? And I can't even be there.
Yeah.
How many drinks you done had? Like 50 of them.
All right, so for me, like, cause I'm like a pretty like I'm pretty good with not being insecure. Like for me personally, like if we locked in and we solid, like you can walk outside naked. I don't give a damn because it's like it is what it is.
And
like,
more than the time I just say it, it's like it's more of like a joke because at the end of the day, you say your girl going out, she get drunk or whatever. What do drunk girls want? they nigga.
Yeah.
I know she gonna come back home to me.
So,
she
like,
always gonna come back.
The
home
only
to
thing
me
I don't like though is like if we ever on some on like a weird type of time,
Yeah.
or if we ever
yeah.
kinda
Argument.
like I be like I kind of feel like don't show out, but it just depends on like how shawty is, you know.
Yeah,
If she not the type to show out
but if
like
you know
that,
she's
but-
solid like that,
Yeah,
you know stuff. I be my
Like,
girl can wear whatever. I bought the shit. She most of the time I bought that outfit she's wearing.
Okay.
I bought that. So if she want to go out and
Yeah.
show out with it, you know, you do as you please. But like you said, if you're on that funny type of time and you just trying to be funny,
Yeah,
you
like,
just going
nah,
out,
like,
Right.
whatever.
That's crazy, bro.
What are you wearing that for? But like I said, I'm comfortable. Most of the time, I'm comfortable with my situation. And like I said, I bought the outfit. I bought everything in that closet that she wearing or whatever. She
I be
good.
like, for real, bro. She did a good old catwalk before she left the crib.
Yeah.
Anyway, you turned
Funny,
around
those
a couple
pictures
times.
she posted on Instagram, those are my pictures.
Oh,
I
God.
took those.
What's
type
crazy
of-
is bent it over before she left anyway. But, hey, I think Deion Cole said this. He was like, sometimes, like, as niggas, like, when she go out, we don't want to fuck, but we gotta fuck. Before she leave, like, you know what? Let me go and slide them in there before you leave. Because most shawties that's worth some shit,
What?
they ain't gonna fuck twice in one night.
What? Listen, if you out here fucking twice, your ass is treacherous. Your ass is treacherous. If you let your nigga fuck before you go out the club, and then you meet a nigga and go cheat on that nigga, your ass.
Man, like,
Treacherous.
or for real, like, a lot of times, like, it's like if they kind of like might want to do whatever, they little sneaky link. A lot of times, if you hit first, she left, she gonna be like, I'm mad I let him hit.
You feel
I'm
me?
mad.
She
gonna
ain't
come
in the
home
mood
mad.
no more.
Exactly, bro. You gotta.
She ain't in the mood no more. Hey, that's a good tactic. That's a good little tactic. Well, I like the way. Shout out to Deion Cole, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, he deserves some clout. All right, so moving along to the next topic. Man, we all at different stages in life. We all got different shit going on. But, you know, I was thinking this week, just like, well, my new situation is like, what do you need from a relationship right now? Like, because when I compare it to what I thought I needed when I was 21, 22, 23, 24, it's not what I need right now. Or I thought I needed something going into it, but now I'm starting to see that I need something different.
Right.
So with that being said, like, for you and your perspective, like, what do you need from a relationship? Like, whether it's what do you want to get out of it, or what do you need from your partner?
Type shit. So for me now, if I'm with you, I want to marry you. Type shit.
But
I'm looking into
in game.
the end game. Like, I'm trying to find my partner. Not to say I'm that old type shit, you
Right.
know, but going on 25, you know, I've been saying since I was 18, like, I want to start my family. I want to, you know, build my legacy, you know, get rich, have my family, you know, not struggle for nothing. I just going around just kicking it. So for me, like I said, I'm dating. I want to marry you. I want you to be my wife. Change your last name. Go off to wherever.
Yes.
Do whatever. But back then, when I was, you know, 20, 21, you know, even in high school, whatever, I thought your person loving you to the fullest extent was mad important. Not to say love is not important, but for me now, I just need that loyalty and that support. I feel like that nigga. What's that nigga's name? Blast. Love is overrated.
Yeah.
That loyalty over love, because you can love someone to the extent.
I mean, love ain't enough, bro.
Love is not enough.
Love
ain't enough.
It can't be. All that other stuff that comes with it, that loyalty, that all the other stuff. For me, loyalty is mad important, and sticking to your word.
Ooh.
That right there for me, other than loyalty, that shit is right up there. Don't tell me you're going to do something, then don't do it. That's one thing that irks me like crazy. And it can be just for
The littlest thing.
the smallest stuff. Hey, I'm going to do this. Hey, let's do this on this day. Don't happen. Oh, okay, you know, things happen. But when those little things, they start to keep on and on and on, it stuff really starts to bother me. Because it just shows your character as a person. You're just, last of days ago might be the word, I guess, but you're just not on the same type of timing. And it shows me that you're not as interested as you truly say.
Right.
Because you can say all that stuff, but when your words don't match up with your actions,
Ooh, boy.
that's when Uzi, that's when I have a problem. I
Right.
need your words to match up with your actions type shit.
That's a big one. That's a big
I
one.
feel that.
That's a big one.
So for me, I agree as far as you know, the loyalty thing and all that. But like one of the bigger things for me is self-awareness. I feel like as people, like when it comes to a relationship, being self-aware is like a really, really like big thing that a lot of people kind of like fail to do, because like people love to, you know, like point a finger and whatnot, and it's like every relationship will have ups and downs. It's always gonna be a roller coaster. But when you're not conscious of what you're doing to other people, you know, like that just creates a terrible dynamic, because like nothing will ever get done. Because like some of my pops broke down to me. He was like, at the end of the day, like you guys are still two individual people.
Facts.
And being two individual people trying to become one is not a simple task. It's not easy. At all. It's very complicated. But he was like, what happens is, you know, people don't think to say, hey, like what I'm doing is I'm trying to make being with this person, living with this person easier, you know, like, and then vice versa. Like they should be doing whatever to make being with them easier. But I mean, it's easy to this be like, oh, well, like, I'm not doing this, that, and the third. Or it's just easy to this, like, oh, I don't really care about whatever. You know, it's easy to this, to think that you don't have to do anything different. And I feel like I just can't take people that just believe I don't have to do anything different.
Right.
It's like
strict and rigid, and they ain't got no flexibility.
Yeah,
like
it's like, or like they've been, and it's messed up that a lot of us are damaged. You know, a lot of us are damaged.
That boy right there, that boy said the word right there.
A lot of us are damaged. A lot of us ain't really seen, like, I ain't gonna say seen love work, you know,
or good love.
Like, like
healthy love.
Yeah, a lot
they
of us
ain't seen it.
No, and it's like they ain't seen it, and it's like, for some strange reason, we've been like glorifying toxicity.
Woo!
We've been glorifying it, man. And it's like,
preacher.
You know,
come
on
like, now.
And the thing I find more outrageous, bro, is like some of the same like celebrities. You know, like they want to sit there and they want to, like, a lot of these girls be looking up to Cardi and Meg and all of them, and it's like, a lot of they go home to a husband, or they go home to their man.
Yes.
And it's like they don't stay rapping about whatever, and you don't know if that's something they're just talking about they've done. You know what I'm talking about?
They don't, like, that's their image that they portray.
That's what I'm. But it's like, yo, like a lot
entertainment.
Of they're sitting there and they're like, a lot of like people are getting like females are getting this like satisfaction from thinking that, like, oh, how they moving, if they being toxic or whatever. Like it's justified, and no, it's not, because at the end of the day, like, you bitter, you know what I'm saying, you whatever, like, it's like you don't know what they really got going on
at all,
you know. So I just feel like, you know, like nowadays it's just more, it's cooler to be toxic for some strange reason.
I don't know, you know, it's funner.
Like, it's
like who want that? Listen, maybe I'm getting old, but I don't want that. I want peace, man. I don't want to sit up here and argue with you every day.
That's the hardest.
I don't want to do that.
It's already hard for me, for my inner peace, from the stuff that I've been through in my entire life, and then for you to throw in all this extra stuff,
chaos,
is ridiculous.
Yeah,
because not, you know, everyone knows I'm a cool guy, but you know, I got a temper short as that bottle cap on some real shit, on some shit that really bothers me.
Yeah.
So I don't need you to throw in some other shit to make me regress back to how I used to be. And this, I don't like being toxic. I don't like to argue. Y'all niggas don't like to argue.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like I say all the time, I'm a simple man with simple desires. I don't need, I promise you I don't need much. You know what I need? I want to come home, you open the door, or I open the door, hey babe, how was work? How are you feeling? Kiss, hug, sit down, just leave me alone for a second, and you come and we can talk or whatever. And that other stuff, I just need you to, I just need to be heard.
Yeah.
You hear me and I hear you.
The thing, the key is that you can do that, but everyone can tell when you're going through the motions and when you actually care.
Yeah.
Treat me like a human.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to y'all and I'm whether it's on the podcast or not, and I say, Lee, man, what you been up to, bro? I'm listening for your response, actual listening, because everybody done had these. Oh, bro, how you doing? What's called? And keep it pushing. Yeah. I ain't even hear what you said. Oh, that's what's up.
That's some shit. That's shit at work. How you been?
Right.
You know,
God.
I'm good.
Or a nigga that walk up to you, you just like, I don't even really know this nigga like that. But what's up?
What's up, bro? You know what I'm saying?
How you been? I'm straight. Like,
I feel like that's like bare minimum. Like when we're having a discussion, just like listen, like hear me for real.
But
like
sometimes some people don't think the bare minimum is the bare minimum.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So you want me to ask you and care about what you're saying? Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Like, at what point, if we can't have this conversation?
I've had conversations with people and that the bare minimum is just like how we say common sense ain't too common. Sometimes the
Right.
bare minimum
It's a lot.
really is a lot for some people.
And that's why going back to some people have not even seen healthy love.
Right.
So they're looking at you like you asking the world of them.
Yeah.
And whole time it's just like, this is the norm. Like,
Yeah.
what?
This is simple.
This
Oh.
is simple.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
why
but-
is this?
And so what's crazy, I have an analogy for what you just said about that normalcy thing. So, I've been to therapy. Hey, therapy is good.
There you go.
I know
Black
it's-
man in therapy,
Black
man.
man, if you need therapy, you should go. I know the stigma for black men in therapy or
Fuck the
whatever.
stigma.
Fuck it.
Nah,
you need it.
yeah.
You need it. I promise you it's gonna
Everybody need it, really. I ain't did it, but everybody
Right.
need it.
So the first day that I went, I'm talking to the doc. He's talking to me about, or he's listening. He's like, "Tell me what's going on. Why are you here?" I tell him why I'm here. All my problems. This, that, and the other. A big part. I was there. My relationship was failing.
Mm-hmm.
Why your relationship's failing? Oh, because this, and this. He said, "Okay, cool." Well, he's like, "Listen here. Let me tell you a story." So you're driving down this road, right? You're a kid, you're in the car seat, you're in the back. Your mom and dad are in the front, right? You're driving down this road, and you see an animal, right? And it's a cow. And, it's actually a cow. Your parents know it's a cow, whatever. You say, "Hey, look. Hey, Mom, look, it's a chicken." And, your mom's not paying any attention to you. He's like, "Oh, yeah, it is a chicken." And whatever, you drive down the road. No big deal. But you keep going down this road every single day. And you always say, "Hey, look, it's the chicken." And in your mind, you think that cow is a chicken. And your mom and your dad keep telling you, "Hey, it's a chicken." And so when you grow up, you say you're with someone, you're with your girl, and you're out walking around, whatever, and you see the cow. Like, "Hey, babe, look at that chicken right there." And your girl's looking at you like, "Chicken? Nigga, that's a cow."
Right,
Like,
cow.
no, it's not. Like, then that's a chicken.
Yeah.
No, who told you that's a chicken? Well, everyone I've always said, is a chicken. That's just what I've been told. That's what I've been shown. That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
And he's like, when you were growing up, you seen that toxicity, how
It become normal.
bad love, and you think that is correct.
Right.
So when you go to your partner and you do the things that you've seen, you're thinking, "Oh, this is right. This is what I've shown. This is what all I know." And your partner's like, "This is not right. This is not how you're supposed to love me." Nothing. And then it's just that normalcy, like you said, it gets normal in your head. So that was a big problem for me growing up. I've seen bad love. I've seen that toxic. I've seen
Right.
it not work. So for me, that's just normal for me.
Right.
So I'm getting into all these relationships thinking this is normal. And they're like, "You're not loving me correctly.
Mm-hmm.
This is all that I know."
Right.
And every time I ever think of something, that's the first thing that pops in my head for any new relationship or whatever I'm in. I have to think, hey, all that stuff in the past, that's not normal. This is what real love is supposed to look like. And that's what I think is the hardest part for like how we, we're damaged and things like that, is to really lock in and be like, hey, this is not to say every love is normal,
Right.
but there needs to be, like a baseline for, what's
So
really right.
The thing is that we all come in, like Lee was talking about, we're two separate people. And so we all come into the relationship with two definitions of love.
Yeah.
And we all feel love differently.
Right.
And so it's like our jobs to get on the same page and figure out what I need to do to make sure she feel love, and she need to do that to figure out me.
And sometimes it's really hard to find.
Facts.
Find that consistency. Be on the same page, the same chapter. Or whatever.
If you never witnessed communication in the love that you've witnessed. So it's like
Oh, and that's another thing that I need. Communication. Bad important. Simple
Yeah.
stuff.
communication and comprehension.
Yeah.
I need you to listen and comprehend.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you a bunch of stuff, and you can go right in here
What?
and go right back
What?
out.
And you can't implement it.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You tell people instructions all the time, and then they look at you like you speak in a different language.
Because,
They ain't comprehend it.
Sometimes I'm bad about that. Hey, I need you to do this. And then they'll come down later. Hey, you know what I did? You did what I asked you? What?
Right.
I don't even remember you saying
Or
like,
you did it in a
like,
whole nother way that they need,
Right,
other than the way they
A lot of
needed to
issues
do it.
I ran across with, especially because of my job, is weird. I'm maintenance, so like we have to over communicate a lot of times because we literally got to talk in circles. Because if you go outside by yourself to open up a plane and it's just you out there, if anybody else come out there, you got to communicate with that person. If another person come out there, you got to communicate the same thing to that person. So if it's 10 people outside, bro, I'll tell 10 people I'm finna turn power on. I'll tell 10 people the same thing over and over again because I got to make sure that everybody knows the same thing the same way. And some people, like, they're not like receptive to like constantly hearing the same thing.
And stay right there. Here we go. And he said he has to tell 10 people the same thing. Now listen, that's 10 different people that you got to deal with and communicate with. Yeah. Now imagine it's just one. So you don't even got half the people dealing with in another relationship, but it's on you to have the patience to bring that other person along to help them get to the point where they can fulfill your needs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like half the battles I feel like a lot of relationships go through is like, bro, lack of patience. Like, at the end of the day, we're two different people. Like, we all been in a fucking elementary school classroom. One nigga can read good, the other nigga is you feel me? Yeah. Can't motherfucking read. Right. Shit, what Hunt said. Yeah. You know, he can read good. But now he can read good. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like you gotta have the patience. That's where that love come in. And I feel like in the beginning, a lot of when I was younger,
don't stick around.
They don't stick around. And in the beginning, I used to be so impressed by the wordplay. I used to be so impressed by "I love you." I used to be so impressed by like the mouth service, and then. But think about it. but that being said, it's like as I got older now, it's like them actions, dog. Them actions is gonna tell you how much you love me.
Love is action.
Yeah,
love is action.
That's
love
it.
Ain't just the word.
People can say anything.
What?
Yeah. People say anything and do the complete.
Bro,
I'm a perfect example of that. I'm telling
and
you.
that brings me to my next point. So I learned this a while ago because like growing up, bro, like, I've always wore my emotions on my sleeve. Where it's like it's hard for me to just act like shit don't bother me.
Facts. That's
it's
me.
hard for me to act like
I'm
opposite. Some
Fuck
people
that.
they good at this covering it up. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
I be blowed.
And as a man, it make me feel like I'm a bitch. It really do because it's like, bro, how am I shawty a savage? Like she just like don't give a fuck. She can just shrug shit off. But as a man, I'm like I can't just shrug shit off. And it's just like trying to communicate that to a female. You like, bro, I'm
it's
not.
Tough.
It makes you feel like you a bitch.
It's
but
tough. I feel you.
What I do is to kind of protect myself. You know, I don't put nothing past nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't put nothing past nobody.
But don't it feel like you changing yourself, the good nature of yourself when you build up that wall towards people that you love?
So look, people always look at me and they think, but man, Tremont mean as hell, or he look this, that, and the third. But anybody that know me, anybody that knows me, they know I'm the most genuine motherfucker ever, bro. Because what they say, the good die young. So people know when they can see the genuineness in you, it's kind of like an innocence. And a lot of people prey on that
for sure,
genuineness.
most definitely.
So that's the reason why for me, it's almost like some like I don't seem inviting, you know, firsthand. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not fake. So it's like either I ride for you or like. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? It's no in between for me. And it's like even for me having fallouts with friends and stuff like that, it's like, bro, I can't kind of fuck with you. Either I'm riding for you,
I can't
you
be
my boy,
with you.
or I don't fuck with you at all. Right. In between, bro. It's hard for me to protect myself.
Or you against me.
So to protect myself, you know, I do the best I can to not put nothing past nobody and judge people off of their intentions versus their actions. Because when it comes to their actions, bro, why you think it's different degrees of murder? Why do you think it's different? Because everything is all about the situations and the circumstances around that.
That gives
the intentions it's like, I mean, everybody, again, we human. And that's what I'm learning as I get older. We are human. And we tend to put people in boxes. We tend to personify certain actions. We tend to just do certain things, and we just forget the basic thing that we all are human. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody gonna fuck up. But your intentions, like I can accept somebody that does fucked up shit and is trying to do better than somebody that is like maliciously
and don't care,
purposely
and
doing
don't care.
Fuck shit. You know, I can take somebody that's going that fuck up and do something that's unforgivable. I mean, everybody got different levels of shit that's unforgivable. But for me, I don't give a damn what somebody on the outside got to say about what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? If we can lock in, it's me and you. If me and you got whatever we got, you know, we ain't perfect. And a lot of people love to find something about other people that makes them feel better about themselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's
talk to this though. Talk to this. So going back to what you said is like a lot of things, some people can just shrug it off. Yeah. But you know, sometimes we struggle with letting it show on our face or showing our emotions and stuff like that. For me, and Uzi said you don't struggle with this. So what I want y'all to talk about is, for me, where I don't struggle is if I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah. Like if you're outside of my circle and something happens, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Yeah.
Where I struggle is if it's the transgressor is my mother, is my girlfriend, is my father, is my somebody that I fuck with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's where I can't hide it because it'd be like from you.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Maybe it's, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just now after everything. I'm telling you, when my mama passed away, I completely have turned a loop. I am a completely different person.
Yeah.
So that hiding that thing, that bottle up, which I try not to do, and I try to explain that to, people that are important to me. I try to explain that to them. Like, I promise you, I'm not this nonchalant. This is just how I am. This is how life has made me.
How you survive?
This is how I have survived the most damaging situation that
anybody could go through.
That anyone can go through. To how this made me to the man I am today.
Right.
So now I'm just like, it's cool. I just, not to say I put on the front, but I just want, people know I'm just good. And if I'm not good, you would never know unless I just told you. But I don't move like that. I don't want to put my problems onto you because I know that as you have your own problems. This is not, and like I always say, this is your world. I'm just living in it. Yeah. Nobody lives in my world, and I don't want you to live in my world. Your world seems a lot better than mine, so let's live in yours. So I just,
bro.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't know. Oh, this is the big thing for me. I feel like when I show it on my shoulder and things like that, I just put it, or I have it on my sleeve, and I just tell people how I feel all the time. It's easy for people to manipulate you and then, like, just to have
use it against you.
Use it against me. That ill will, that bad intention. If I'm just solid all the time, even when I am, having a bad day, whatever. If I'm just showing, you can't use it against me. You can't get into my own head. The only person who gets into my head is me. Unless I give you that power. And most of the time, how do people get that power? Is you tell them.
Are you telling them?
This is the stuff that bothers me. This is what I don't like. This is whatever. And
do you not feel like that's at the detriment of your relationship or with people?
And with not to cut you off.
No.
For a lot of my previous relationships, it has, been the downfall, or part of it has been, that's like 50%. That was a downfall because I wasn't open. That, baby, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I'm good. And it is, for certain people, it is very much a detriment. And I think it's just more for me, it's just relationships, because I just tend to come off as nonchalant and I don't care. And do you really love me? Do you really fuck with me? You're not open with me. Why don't you just share and be honest with me? And it's like, I promise you, it's not you. This is just how I am. This is just how I move. And I try not to be like that. And so now I just try to be, not to say I overshare, but I'm just more honest and more open.
Right.
Like, hey, baby, this is what's wrong with me. We'll do whatever. And hey, what's wrong? This is what's wrong. And my body's like, right, bro, you don't got to tell her what's wrong with you. You don't want her to
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's
really
tough.
hard. Now it's not as hard for me to do it because now I'm just open and, I'm trying to, do what I do and try to become better as a person, a better version of me every single day, be a better man. But, it is hard, because I just know what it can do for me. I know that if I keep it and don't say nothing, I will self-destruct. And then now I'm hurting me, the person I love, and a bunch of other people around me. Right. Now I'm really isolated. Now people, you can't find me. Where's Uzi? I don't know where he is. All this other stuff. So now that's why I'm open. I do whatever. But, that's just me, though.
Do you ever feel some type of way when you open up to people and you see what it does? See, that's the thing that makes me want to stop telling what's wrong. Yeah. Because when I tell what's wrong, I see the effect that it has on you.
And I just have
to it's like, I knew I should never say enough shit.
I just have to be super comfortable with you. Like, you just really got to be that person for me for me to like to tell you something's wrong with me. Because I don't want, you ever be around those people to where you can just tell that they have a certain image of you, and if you tell them something, then they're not gonna fuck with you, and their image of you is just off. And that's what I don't want.
So
that's what I don't
recently,
want.
I mean, not to overshare, but recently, like I've kind of like a lot of like life changing shit that happened to me. So I had to look at myself for who I am, and I had to really do a lot of soul searching. So, I mean, growing up, bro, like, I was teased for being myself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like growing up, like I was like always talked about, and people always fucked with me like for trying to figure out who I was. I was like when I go to school, I don't put on a mask. I was like, I don't have a reason to put on a mask, because I was just fortunate to where I didn't have to like find an identity when I leave home, because my home life is so fucked up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I went to school, like I was just like, I'm just chilling, it's like, and my mama told me, she say, if you don't want to learn, don't make it difficult for other people to learn. She was like, just shut up, sit down, and don't be no disruption, don't disturb nobody, just sit down and don't say nothing. And that's what I do. I be like, I don't want to be here, so I'm gonna just sit down and chill. And people kind of took that as like, you know what I'm saying? And then when I did talk, like I might say certain stuff to be like, I don't really fuck with that. Or like, nah, I think that's kind of lame. Like I'm trying to rob niggas and shit like that. That's kind of lame.
Going against the grain.
Like, yeah. And it's like people was like, well, you must be whack. I wasn't really fly or whatever the fuck. I was just like, growing up, I was like, bro, if y'all finna hold me because I just move different, bro, and it's like I'm not moving anywhere that's weird. You know what I'm saying? If I'm lame because I don't want to sell weed, if I'm lame because I don't want whatever you call it. So I just learned that, like, bro, if I'm being true to myself, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you're not being true to yourself, right? So it's like so I just learned to just absorb it. I'm just like, look, man, if you look at me however you look at me, bro, if I'm being true to myself, bro, I don't give a fuck.
And that that was the hardest part for me.
I don't care, like
it's like I was a big people pleaser. I wanted to fit in with the crowd. I'm trying to be with the cool.
I couldn't fit in. I couldn't fit in as much as I tried to. I couldn't.
And I tried to do all this stuff. I tried to be a people pleaser, and I put on the face. I put on the mask. I'm fitting. Man, you good? I'm straight, bro. What we on? What type of time are we? What we doing? So I was just trying to fit in and do whatever. And you go on and go on. You keep doing the same thing. It becomes a habit. It becomes your daily thing. Yeah. It don't bother you. This is just how I am.
So when I was, coming up, bro, like accountability was like really, really big in my house. Like my parents didn't play that shit. When it came to accountability, like my dad was so petty. Like he'd make you like say verbatim what you were apologizing for, like if we ever did some wild shit, like who's ever disrespectful to our teacher or whatever, like he make us apologize for, like, especially like when we get into it with like a male teacher. Yeah, man, my dad would be like, he would like go tell him, like he was like go talk to him man to man. He was like, go tell him like you sorry for this, that, and the third, and shake his hand. You know how that shit make you feel,
right? As a kid, yeah, for sure.
But if you mad at a nigga, and you don't want to fuck with him, bro, right? My dad about look him in the eye, and say this, that, and the third, man up, and tell him, and shake his hand afterwards. And then he was like, and that's how he was like, that's how you handle business. That's how you move forward, because like my dad just taught me that like you can say anything to anybody, but it's how you say it. Right. He was like, so you can move anyway, and he was just like, the way that nigga's gonna treat you is based off how you move. He was like, it don't matter like what you do. It don't matter what kind of shit you want. Like any street nigga gonna respect you if you tell him, hey bro, I'm not on that shit.
I'm not on that.
But you a hoe if you act like you is and you really not.
You not really.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I mean, like that's how the world works. So I just know where I belong. So it's just like it's easy for me to just like I said, man, it's not a simple thing because it does take a toll on you, but it's the world, bro. It's like the way y'all look at me, however you look at me, however you judge me, like it ain't worse than how God look at me for certain mistakes. Right. So it's like I can take you, I can absorb it, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like the way God look at me matters way more than how you look at me.
Boy. And that's brother wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to brother wisdom.
I wish I had a good family upbringing like this nigga, man. I'd be moving good.
Stop. No, hey, speaking of, being something that you're not, Ja Morant. No, I'm fucking with you. No,
bullshit.
No, but listen, one thing I want to be devil's advocate right quick, even though he don't need no advocate. I feel like Twitter and social media is unnecessarily jumping down on his back because none of us grew up with him. And I see that people are just taking a family picture of him with his family and being like, this nigga takes family pictures. He's not no thug. He not from the streets. He took a family picture. Ain't no thug took a family. Nigga, I know a lot of thugs that took a family picture.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah.
So it's just all these rumored, speculated things, and then it all culminated with that IG Live video, and the NBA was like, nah, nigga, it's too much.
And the consensus is, for a lot of people, they're saying he's trying to be a thug and whatever.
And he's not really like that. But niggas don't know him, for real. And so how do we know?
And that's the main thing of it is like you said, we didn't grow up with a nigga. I'm not his brother. Right. I'm not his cousin. No nothing. Most of us, we don't know this nigga. We only see what, and that's what for a bunch of people on the internet, especially these celebrity people. That's all we see is what we see on the internet and Twitter and Instagram and whatever. Who's to say? Not to say he's not like that. Maybe he is like that. Maybe,
Right.
Who knows? But this is where my problem comes with the whole situation. I didn't have the best upbringing. Not to, put up my family's business out there, whatever. Not to, like I said, not to put my family's business out there. But I didn't grow up with the best situation. My house, my dad's house got bars on all the windows and doors. You can use that information as you will, but just know we got bars on our windows and our doors for a reason. They've been there for the last 10, 15, however many years when the nigga put them on there. Sure. Right? But like I said, my problem with the whole situation is, even if you are like that, you made it out of that situation.
Now, that's the point we should focus on.
You got all this money now. Your family don't got it. If your family was hungry back then, your family don't got it. Nope.
Nike deal, signature shoe.
You got a bunch of deals. You got all this stuff. You got all this money. You done what hundreds of thousands of other niggas are trying to do, and either still trying to do it or they have failed.
And at the highest level.
At the highest level. Nigga, it don't get no more than this. Nope. And this not to say this nigga is not no scrub.
Yeah, he's the face of the team.
He's the face of the team, the face of the franchise right now. This nigga is making bread out the ass. Bread that me personally, I have not seen, and I will see. I'm going to
yeah. So we claiming the name of Jesus.
Right now, and this nigga's Jaws 22, 23, I don't remember how old the nigga is, but to have all this money, all this other stuff, and you want to do this shit to jeopardize your bread?
Right.
Nigga, I don't do stuff now that don't jeopardize my bread. Now, I promise you, our bank accounts will not look the same.
Well, something I'm looking at is you got to think about, like, your mentality when you're a certain age, bro. Like, true. Like, think about, like, if you was, like, I give an example, bro. Like, I use, like, a small number. But think if you was 19, bro, and like you was getting paid $20,000 check, bro. You 19. Oh my God. You think about it. You're 19. You not in the military. I'm talking like, bro, you're 19 and you getting paid $20,000 every 2 weeks.
Wobble.
What would you do? And no, honestly, bro, what would you do, bro? Your mentality because you got to think, bro. You can't, bro. When you really getting it, bro, and can't nobody tell you shit, and you the big homie. Yeah, bro. So I'm like, bro, like, so what happens is, bro, you gotta think, like, one thing that I know is the truest thing ever, bro. You can take anybody out their environment, bro, but you cannot. It's their mentality, bro. Like you done seen it, bro. A lot of our favorite celebrities, bro,
done crashed out.
They getting hit right in their cities because it's just like, bro. At the end of the day, like that mentality, bro. It never it doesn't go anywhere, bro. So it's like, I just don't like to look at situations like if I was them, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
cast stones, and that's why I don't get
doing that, bro.
I like your approach. I like your approach and how you spoke on it. But it's so much clowning going on, bro. And guess what? It's only our community, bro. It's only the black community that looks at niggas like, this nigga dumb as hell. If I was this,
well, nowadays I think like people are so desensitized to shit, bro, that nowadays, bro, all people want to do is just make their comment or their post go viral.
Yes, and be a meme. They just want to make the most meme, even if they don't agree with what they're putting out.
No,
if I can say the most controversial thing, and get 1,000 retweets, then I'm lit. That made my week. That made my month. Like, I'm lit,
and it don't matter.
It don't matter.
For me personally, I just don't. Even though, like you said, it's just that mentality thing.
Yo,
when is that switch flip? When you see all this money that you're making, when you see that your family don't got to struggle no more, when you see that you can be set He's on a $200 million
deal
right now. And he just started his career.
I mean, you got to hit rock bottom, bro. That's just what happens. It's like,
but why? That's my problem. Why do we have to get there? Why is there not?
Because of the mentality that he's talking about. That,
and that's what I'm saying,
bro. It's just life, bro. It's just
he's young as fuck.
Yeah, it's just life, bro. Like, it's just like I feel like, bro, life. Things take a different toll when you are at the beginning stage of your adult life. And you got to think, bro. Most people in their life never make that. Never.
So how the fuck you gonna tell me what to do? So how the fuck you gonna tell me what to do? You not in my shoes. I'm the OG now, nigga.
Bro, it's just like, bro, you got to think like
I said, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't be fucking up. That's all that I.
But you not, nigga. So what you gonna say now? Look, that's what I'm saying. And guess what? A lot of niggas who close to the situation, who close to the boss, they not finna fuck up their meal ticket. Yeah, Ja, you good. You good, Ja. Go do what you want to do, Ja. That's your yes, man.
Like I said, and for me, personally, how I think, money don't change you. Money turns you to the person you always want.
It amplifies the person that you are.
That's what I mean by people can say all day, like, oh, maybe he don't move. It's like, you don't know what this
nigga was doing.
You gotta think recently, like, bro probably been so damn busy, like, balling, he didn't have time to do stupid shit. Right. Now, like, he might got a little break or whatever, and now he got time to do dumb shit. But like I said, a lot of us still searching for that identity or still searching. It's like validation. Lie, bro. It's like if I still got niggas I'm cool with that do certain shit, you know what I'm saying? But like if I don't feel like I'm at risk, I'm not gonna stop fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? But when I got to a certain age, when I started to realize that I was mentally passing the niggas I knew, when I got to realize that, hey, bro, the shit I want out of my life, bro, you not doing what I want to do. You not lining up
to where those people that doing that shit, whatever, these are your homies, the big dogs, the little homies, whatever. There's got to be a certain point to where you have to know that this is a risk that you're putting yourself in, and you just have to disassociate with those people. And I don't understand, like I said, I just don't understand how hard it is for some people for when things like this are happening, and you're like, well, who was you kicking it with? Oh, I was kicking it with Boy. You mean Boy who didn't been on this charge, done this and this? Yeah. But that's my nigga though. Well, your nigga's gonna get you in trouble if you keep fucking with him.
It go back to what Lee was saying. It's just like, put yourself in that age and that mentality when we were all younger. Granted, it may have not been on that scale, but it took time for us to mature. Dude, as a kid, I used to always push back from my parents when they used to be like, well, I don't like you hanging with such and such. Yeah. And I'm like, what you mean?
This my dog.
This my dog. What, if he jump off bridge, you gonna jump off too? No, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But bro, right now, I just might. Man, birds of a feather flock together. We did. That was episode 6. I don't know what episode that was. But bro, I am a firm believer. You are the company you keep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're hanging around with bummy, dirty niggas, you're going to look like a bummy, dirty nigga. Yeah. And from afar, niggas who don't know you, they're going to be like, oh, look at that group of dirty, bummy niggas, broke niggas. And if you hanging around with a lot of wealth and a lot of smart people, you're going to look like that. That shit's going to rub off on you. I don't care what the situation may be. You are the company you keep, and I'm a firm believer in that now. But it took me, I'm 27 now, I see that.
Yeah. I think he'll, like I said, I think this right now, the situation is in, it's not so detrimental that he's gonna lose every single thing.
No. He already came out with the interview with Jalen Rose with the pullback dreads and all. I made a mistake. I've learned from my mistakes.
Something else I also can't stand is I really don't like the fact that anytime they get the chance, bro, they are gonna publicly crucify any people of color in any position.
They leaking
power.
The stripper.
They love to do that.
The surveillance video. When have you ever seen a strip club leak a VIP room footage? When have you ever seen that?
Never.
And it's on SportsCenter. Come on, what the fuck is we doing?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think, bro. It was the same thing. You know what I'm saying, bro? You already know how wild it was when Magic got caught up, bro. You gotta think he was like and that's the thing that I felt like a lot of. Story. But I'm just saying that as far as like the type of influence he had at that time period, man, it was like, let's go. Finally, we got some way to tear him down. And that's what happens, bro. It's like any chance. And one thing, I've always played it safe then sorry, you know, and sometimes I felt like I thought I missed out on certain opportunities, bro. But like, bro, something my mama always told me was, don't you ever get on people the choice. If they gotta choose how they gonna look at you,
off with his
they
head.
always gonna look at you.
Off with his
you ain't
head.
never nothing more than this, nothing. She was like, so don't give him a choice. She was like, you gotta just move different, bro.
I think, you know, like I said, I hope the best for him. You know, like I said, I'm not praying on no one's downfall. I don't want someone to pray on
Especially
mine.
nobody black.
Of course not, bro.
But, you know, I'm sure, like I said, he's young. You know, he'll figure it out. He'll
For sure.
Figure, hey, you know, I can't kick it with you down here. Would you know, flip, if you still want to kick it with him, how about you just come kick it with me? Like, hey, y'all just come up here. Ain't nothing bad happening up this way.
Right.
Type shit. Just gotta, I think, you know, like you said, that self-awareness, I think he just needs to be more self-aware. Not to say, you know, I'm not y'all, you know, I don't know what he's got going on, but if he was more self-aware of the situation, you a big famous dude, whatever. Me and Lee can go on Instagram Live and go flash a gun with you, whatever. Nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah. Who the fuck knows us? But I know those famous people, especially on that caliber, and you're that young, everyone's got their eyes on you. One simple, small thing like that gets blown up, and now everybody knows. And then now everyone's saying something about you. And then your small situation that you thought, hey, man, I was just in the club bullshitting and having fun. The shit's not even mine. Now you got a whole thing. Now you can't play. Now you can't do this other stuff. Now you sitting in there like, motherfucker. Like,
right. It's like that, bro. Because like, it's some of the. I mean, you know, it's wild. Ben Roethlisberger and some of them other quarterbacks, they got a whole bunch of wild ass charges you don't hear about.
Sweep under the rug.
You don't hear about them.
You don't hear about
that.
that.
You know what I'm saying? But the second we do anything tiny, anything small, you know what I'm saying?
24/7
like,
coverage.
Yeah, it's OD, bro.
I knew it.
Like to this
Too
day,
much gritty.
Bro, to this day,
I knew this nigga.
You're right,
bro. To this day, Michael Vick still getting scrutinized
to this day. That nigga killed dogs.
Like, yeah,
he didn't rape women. He ain't beat on no woman. That nigga killed dog, and he wasn't even directly killing him.
No, bro.
It was somebody. It was his homeboy.
He was on his property. That's
Hang
all.
that nigga now.
Yeah, bro. It's like, you know,
damn.
he paid his debt to society.
2 years in prison.
Yes.
In prison. And Peter was outside the Philadelphia Eagles stadium protesting his signing. He paid his debt to society,
watch,
dog.
you put this on TikTok, niggas gonna say, but he killed those damn dogs.
I'm gonna tell you, fuck them dogs.
But you got people that really like have like caught bodies. People that caught bodies. People that rape people.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's kind of outrageous.
Niggas don't say nothing.
Like it gets swept under the rug and it's just like it's outrageous, bro.
Like that swimming nigga. What the fuck is
Michael
his name?
Phelps?
Michael Phelps?
No, not Michael Phelps. The dude in college.
He like fake getting robbed in Brazil.
He was the swimmer who like he essayed the unconscious girl like who.
Oh, Brock. This nigga raping the girl behind the dumpster. Something at Stanford. Yeah. And the judge said prison would do too much of a detriment to him. So they said we're just gonna give him probation.
You hear about that?
No,
oh my God, it was
Brock something or
I forgot the dude's name, but it's Brock something.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
The judge said this that prison would do too much of a detriment to him because he's never been in those environments.
Like he's doing so good, you know, that we wouldn't want a detriment, whatever. Like I said, I'm kind of rusty on the thing, but I do remember.
Yeah.
You look it up.
It's a swimmer from Stanford.
I don't believe that.
He raped the unconscious girl by a dumpster.
I'm talking about. I don't believe they actually said that. As
they
could have came up with something better than that.
Nope, judge said that and gave him probation.
That is insane,
probation because it would be too much of a detriment to him.
Bro, if anybody ever, that's why when anybody asks me, I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, I'm just not going down for no nigga, bro. I'm not doing it, bro.
You about to open up a can of worms right now with this? You about to open up a can of worms?
I'm like, bro, I just
you about to do it,
bro. For the life of me, bro, it's like, bro, I suddenly.
This how you go into the.
No, Lee, you can't just halfway go into it. Tell us what you're talking about, Lee.
That's that YSL shit, right? Now we're on the This Is Real podcast. This is what we're talking about.
Look,
hold up.
Just say it.
This is a real spill exclusive. Leave out the second.
Yo, wow, bro.
He said, I ain't going down for near one of you niggas.
I don't fuck
It's not even just that. It's just that, bro, I can't stand the fact that no matter what you do as a black man, being black, bro, is the biggest sin, so to speak. You know, in America, bro, it's
like a scarlet letter.
Like, it's ridiculous. And it's just like, I don't like how people look at you like, oh, well, like, you should just, like, be ready to whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that, like, bro, like, everybody's circumstances change and this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, like, I'm to the point where, bro, I couldn't even, like, finish the Sec 4 Augment C class because I didn't want them putting cuffs on me, bro. I just couldn't do it. I don't know what happened. Like, I started tripping, bro, because, like, all the people in class were just joking and playing around, trying to rough everybody up, and it was a joke to them.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, like,
that's real life.
Oh God,
shit,
bro.
yeah.
Like, bro, I didn't been at the park chilling, and like I was just there after hours, bro. 4-5 cops pull out straps out on me on some freeze, hands up, this, that, and the third.
Type
Like,
shit.
it's like, and it's like, bro, like, had they really just been on some bullshit, bro, like, they would have really tried to arrest me just because, like, I fit the description, bro. And it's like, they did all of that shit, bro. And it's just like, I'm like, I just don't ever want to just give them the chance to be like, hey, that's why, bro, no matter how mad I get, whenever I'm getting pulled over, I just shut the fuck up. Yes, sir. Handle my shit and keep it going, bro.
Right.
I just cannot, like,
I don't want to give them no opportunity. Give them no reason because they're waiting for any type of aggression, attitude, so they can be like, "Oh, well, yeah, get out the car. Yeah, we gonna fuck with you today."
Yes, and it's just like, bro, like, it's just insane to me, bro. And it's just like,
I'd hate to be on a T-shirt.
like, it's just
ain't no glory in that shit, bro. And it's crazy that as black men we think of that. Like, how many videos have y'all watched of black men eventually dying from traffic stops where they didn't break any laws and they just chose to exercise their rights. Yeah. But because they were trying to exercise their rights, that police officer took that as them challenging them. Yeah. And then they eventually lost their lives by just exercising their rights. Yeah. And wait, hold up. And then as you're watching the video, you're saying, why he just ain't just say fuck that, you know what I'm saying, and just give it up. Yeah. That's so fucked up how we looking at a nigga who was doing the right thing, being an American, exercising his rights, and we still got the thought like, bro, you should have just touched your pride and just gave him what he wanted.
Because everybody know, bro, I ain't ever seen my mama call the police for nothing. Nothing. Wait. Nathaniel, she not calling the police for shit. Nothing. My mama is not on first time we calling the police. I think the only time my parents ever called the cops is when like, it was like people broke into our crib and shit, bro. That was literally it, bro. Right. And it was literally because, like, they literally took all our shit, bro.
Yeah, right.
I'm talking the door wide open, bro. All like, they ran through that shit. So I mean, I guess we want to they figure out what the fuck. Other than that, bro, my mama ain't ever called the police for shit, bro. Because they ain't for us, bro.
And it is so crazy. I remember one time, but like me and my homies, we got pulled over, and I think we had like 2 girls with us or something like that. And they pulled us over, we're waiting, and we're sitting there, you know, we're joking with each other like, man, I hope we don't say the wrong thing. I really don't want to be put on a T-shirt today. And we're laughing. Yeah. And the girls, they're not laughing. Because, they weren't
fair skinned.
They weren't melanin. Like,
yeah. They weren't melanated.
And they're like straight face, whatever. And isn't it crazy how us as black men, we can joke about stuff? And it's just crazy because it shouldn't be like that. And I just, when me and my homie Tamel, shout out to my nigga, we joke about stuff like that all the time, but it's just a sad fact that we can joke about something like that, and it really could happen to us. Yeah. And I tell people all the time, please don't put me on no T-shirt, because if I gotta look down and see myself on a T-shirt, I'm gonna be mad as shit, because it's not gonna be the picture that I want.
Oh my Lord!
If you put some angel wings on me and talk about rest in peace on me, I'm gonna be mad as shit.
Don't let my mama pick the picture. Do not let my mama pick the picture. I'm gonna tell you right now.
My granny's gonna pick the
ugliest
picture. Something like when I was 10 at church.
Why do people do that?
I mean, because that's just you look the most innocent.
Let me tell you about what my parents did, man. Listen, for my Air Force graduation, bro, my parents got motherfucking crew necks made because it was cold. It was January, right, in Texas. So I'm thinking like all these plethora of Facebook pictures I've posted, Instagram pictures I've posted that look great of me and really put me in a good light. They chose the picture that I took right before I went into fucking the day before the Air Force, where like me, I already knew they was shaving my head, already knew that I was going to have to shave my shit, but I had never shaved before, so I said, let me beat them to the punch, so let me get some practice in. Yeah. So I shaved all my beard off, I done shaved my head down, so they took a picture from the day before rather than all the other pictures I got. So when I see them, big ass crew neck of fucking milk dud head,
cancer patient.
You feel me? Look like I got it.
Bro, there's just one picture.
I was so heated, bro. Man. I said, throw them bitches away.
Hold on.
Burn them.
There's just one picture that every time I go go visit my granny. She still got this one picture. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Got
I
to.
know for a fact if something were to happen of me,
They would use that
This is
picture.
the picture that she would fucking use. And here it is right here. Oh my fucking god. Like,
no.
bro, why would you ever every time I go to see my granny. I'm like, granny. I'm like, why do you have this picture? I'll show it for the.
Uzi, bro, it looked like you're doing
I'll show
it.
it for the people, man.
I wouldn't show nobody that.
I'll show.
Boy, it looked like you finna do a concert, boy.
You know, I was
In the
mad. I was about to do a concert.
That boy look like Frederick Douglass, boy. I'm telling you, dog.
Bro, I'm like, Granny, I'm like 15, 16. Granny, I'm 24. I was like,
God
Granny,
damn,
I could literally print you out 50 other pictures.
Right.
I'm literally damn near a professional photographer. I
Right.
could go self-portrait right now.
My boy had on a cummerbund.
What?
She's like,
OG.
she's like, no, you like, I like this picture.
I like this.
Please
picture.
take this off
You
of
look
your
so
wall.
you look so innocent. You look so cute. You know
Bro,
what it
I'm a grown-ass
is.
man.
You know what it is about parents and stuff. They want to use the picture that reminds them of how they view you.
Yeah.
So they don't want the
That be
picture of
making
you
me-
looking like a grown man. They don't want that picture.
Bro, oh
they
my.
want you to look like that little boy that they know they knew you as
Bro,
growing up.
No
That's what
tattoo,
it is.
no nothing. I'm
None of
just saying
that.
that right before
Chilling.
I'm about to go play the trombone.
Right.
I'm
I'm at a festival.
Yeah, that damn concert. And we gotta play that Mozart one time.
Symphonic band.
Hey, fly to the bumblebee. Hit him with the fly to the bumblebee.
God,
I'm like,
bro.
if something happened to me, you see that picture of get
Delete
rid of
it.
it. Delete it.
Delete it.
That's
Delete
that.
it,
'Cause
man.
that's the picture she'd use, and I would be up in heaven, mad as shit. Like, why would you? And the heaven wings and the woody. So, hey, it's a shirt and a shower curtain deal.
Bro.
No.
Hey, that'll make some bread on GoFundMe though.
Yeah,
but-
oh my God.
Literally.
I can't with that. Y'all better pray that something don't happen to me because that's the picture.
Long story short, to wrap all of this up, if you say you a loyal girl and all your friends is hoes, you a hoe too.
That's what I said. I said that.
That's the end of the
They looked at me
episode right
crazy.
there.
They were looking at me crazy when I said that. Oh,
Yeah,
birds. Oh,
get you
it's
some
gonna
loyal
fly together.
friends, hoe. Get you some loyal friends. Stop playing.
I know you a dirty bitch. I know it. Yeah, you cheat on niggas.
This is that real. Hold up, Mike done did it again. This is that real spit. This is the real deal. All of that capping inside of your rapping, yeah, we do not even appeal. We talking about real feels, but you gon' be missing your meals. So go ahead and sit back and relax and go ahead and no capping, that's real.